Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Look at LV. Look at
Roll
LV.
that beautiful bean footage.
No,
Claim
they
'em.
ain't my people. I do not claim them.
Mhm.
Absolutely not.
Girl, that was some okay?
The dumpster fire continues.
If Big Bird and a linebacker had a baby.
Where do we want to start off at?
3 women, 1 group chat, 0 chill. Shannon, calm until she's not.
Pop off when I need to.
LV, if rage baking was a person.
Fuck off, Betty Crocker.
Stacy, where charm meets consequences.
You don't know that you go out like that?
The A Collective starts now.
Welcome back in to another episode of the A Collective. I'm Shannon. Hey, Stacy
Hey,
girl.
girl. Hey, Shannon. Where's my girl, LV?
I'm right here and my hair's not. Yeah, we're just okay.
You got some kind
Hi,
of Trump
friends.
hair going on.
Oh,
That might be the meanest thing you have ever said to me.
No, it has not. No, that wouldn't have been the meanest. I know it couldn't have
That's
been.
true. You were just down my
Yeah,
people.
but you fixed it now?
yeah,
you
don't have the
fixed it?
fancy card. I fixed it. Yeah.
It's been a week.
It's been
and the dumpster fire continues with even more gasoline being poured on it. And I'm going to catch y'all off guard because I want to start with this. Have y'all heard the Starbucks controversy? These fools going into
what the
Starbucks.
helly?
These fools going into Starbucks, placing their order, and when the barista asks them for a name, they give the CK name. And then what they're doing is they're waiting for the barista to call out the order when it's finished. And a bunch of the baristas are saying, Charlie, 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 Charlie. They're not saying the last name. And these fools are out here cutting up because the barista not saying the full name. They're doxing them. They're trying to get them fired. This right here is some fraganackle BS.
This is Karen behavior. It is ridiculous. You know what? I went to Starbucks. Did I go today? No, yesterday. So let me see what I'm going to have a creative name tomorrow. And we'll see. It's going to be something real absurd. And I usually go through the drive-through.
How about
But I'm
we
gonna
all
go
be
in.
George Floyd or
I think I'm going to
Trayvon
be Malcolm
Martin?
X
That's good.
and just see if they call out Malcolm X. So I think that's who I will be tomorrow. I'll let you know. I might make a video about it.
Maybe I'll be MLK. MLK.
That's me. Yeah, so I think I'm going to be Brother Malcolm.
But of all the asinine things to try to get, you want to fight at a person who out here just trying to earn a living and make coffee. Just make coffee.
But they're Christians.
These people ain't got nothing else about to do with their time.
They're Christians.
Because if they don't, they can come here and till this land I got here.
Girl, they're not guaranteed no land. Get
If
out of
they're
here
looking
with
for
that.
something to do, if they're looking for something frivolous to do, they can be
Well, yeah.
outside just doing crazy stuff all day long.
Because can we talk about, I may have reacted a little bit to Jimmy Kimmel being, indefinitely suspended. It was a very flippant, it wasn't even like 30 seconds. It was just me being like, he got fired for his opinion. And wouldn't you know, all day yesterday and all day today, during the day, they have just been going ham in my comments and they are not being smart. And some of them, one guy used the shade sunglasses, like smile, talking about and I was like, that just doesn't feel appropriate. If you were such a fan of his, like, what is wrong with these people?
Apparently ain't got nothing else better to do with their time.
His poor
because when I
behavior
see
on display.
dumb videos, I don't usually, like videos that I don't agree with, I don't usually go into the comments, and it's not my bag.
Not necessary.
Yeah,
Not necessary. What are we doing here?
beats the hell out of me.
But I think, they're like, oh, we're owning the libs. We got to show them.
That is the stupidest thing. I just don't understand. But I mean, CK has gotten his time. He's gotten his shine around here.
Yeah.
I
Well, and
mean, Sunday, moment of silence at NFL games.
Not in Atlanta.
They didn't do it in Atlanta. Okay. They did it
No.
in
Arthur
Nashville.
Blank knows where his bread is buttered.
And so he said, not today.
Because, baby, that stadium probably be 70-30 full
Would have
of...
went bad. I don't think
Yeah.
it went well in Nashville, though. Based on what
Well,
my
I'm sure
husband
it
was
didn't.
telling me, he said that people
I
started
think it didn't
saying
go
that they
bad.
were going to make some noise, and it was rowdy, and people sat down, and,
Who was playing the Chiefs last week? Because
the Eagles.
They walked off the field. They said, not today. Not today. Not today, Satan. Go on about your business.
Yeah.
Get the hell
Like
on.
last week when we taped, it was pretty fresh. It had just happened on that Wednesday. So we have had from Friday on to see real shows. I guess that's what we can say. Displays. There have been a lot of visuals in different cities. His wife made her statement last Friday night. Did anybody catch that in real time?
No, I refused.
I'm not interested in seeing
I
her.
wish I didn't wake up from, I went to bed probably like 7:30 and I woke up and, it was all over social media and I saw from like this down a dead body and a hand that people wondered, was it, a mannequin hand
It did
and
look
her
a little.
caressing. It was the hue was off, but I just don't want to see anything about a dead person, right?
Yeah.
And so it was a plea, and then her address was very, very different. It was very, I don't know. It was a lot. But I woke up to that at like 3 in the morning, and you don't want to wake up and see that.
Well, I think a bunch of that was messaging and let me push these pictures out.
Mhm.
And then I didn't see the statement. I've seen pictures of it. And I think a couple of places maybe have shown like a 10-second clip of something she has said. But did y'all notice the dear leader's picture was
In the
back
background.
there?
And a hat, white 47 hat. It was a lot of strange things that
Well,
went
I
on.
mean, turns out like they've known each other for a long time because she was Miss whatever. She was in the Miss USA pageant.
Yeah, but that's just odd for basically a press conference about your husband, maybe about your grief and the fact that you're naming yourself the CEO of the organization your husband founded. And maybe you're doing a little explaining on that and talking about his legacy. Having a picture of dear leader and a hat of his. I just find that to be a little odd. Just a little odd.
Does anything seem normal now?
No, because what's really fun is they really, truly, I mean, they are doing everything they can to not have the public know that Robinson was not affiliated as far as anyone can see. He had not voted in the last 2 elections, supposedly.
The
Oh,
text
yeah.
messages,
The
the
text,
release of
which,
text messages.
come on.
So
What 20-something do you know that calls their partner gay, straight, whatever? What 20-year-old do you know, my love?
complete sentences is what took me out.
With punctuation.
Absolutely, because young
These
people,
youngins don't use punctuation. They don't
there
even
are
use
abbreviations.
capitalization.
No,
Well,
the
not only that,
abbreviations that we see, I'm like,
yeah. Not only that, though, they like he's supposed to be trying to get his rifle back. He's changing clothes. He's concerned because obviously there are police everywhere. He doesn't want to get caught, yet he's having full-on conversation with his roommate slash lover, who is cis male but trans female.
transitioning.
Like, I guess
Yeah.
like,
Isn't that convenient though?
yeah, like it all just feels, and the fact that, well, I didn't see eye to eye with my parents because they are strong MAGA since like, okay, if the two of them were roommates and in a relationship, don't you think the roommate would already know the
Already know
parents were
what?
MAGA?
Yeah.
Yet he's taking time while he's supposedly trying to get his grandfather's rifle back and change clothes and not get caught and watch the news because he knew about the old guy. Like,
It
none of
just
it
doesn't
makes
make
sense. The
sense.
timeline doesn't make sense. You're not getting timestamps. They didn't
It's
redact certain things that they should have. But this is what you get when you have podcasters as the head of the FBI.
okay. So speaking of head of FBI, his conversations this week,
Cashman.
He was very belligerent.
I wonder what that is the cause of.
I mean, he probably deep down, I don't want to say he's afraid. He knows he's not qualified.
No, he's not. He's not qualified at all.
And
I
he's out here
mean,
just doing the most.
he was arguing with people. I said, Lord, if they don't sit cash down, Cash Money Patel.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but anyone that does the K $H, like,
Yeah.
I wonder, is that what's on his business?
He should have put that. You know what? It should have been on that little FBI.
Cash money.
Yeah. It should have been on that little windbreaker that he had on. His name on the front. That FBI windbreaker took me out last week. I was like, But yeah,
Well,
just belligerent.
Christy Nome probably called him and was like, "You know what
You
I
need an
do when I
outfit.
go out? You need a fit, you need your costume, you need your jacket so you feel like,
Official. You
yeah,
gotta be official. You need the
yeah, you gotta
look.
play the part."
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know how this is all gonna turn out with
I
him.
don't know either, but I'm really tired of people being like, "Well, you're mad about this, but what about Charlie? He lost his life." I'm like, "We have said since the beginning, did he deserve to be, killed the
Killed.
way he was? No,
No, he did not. Absolutely not.
absolutely not." But two things can be true at once.
I mean,
We
but it's
cannot
just
agree with him being taken out for his opinions, but we can also not agree with his opinions.
Mhm.
right.
Mhm.
But people are losing their jobs. Like, it is a big thing. Like, people are losing their jobs for stating their opinion about this entire situation.
They're getting
And
doxxed.
yeah, I think I did hear that the website that was set up got taken down.
Mhm. Mhm.
After the past 2 days.
Yeah, I don't know. This was like a flame that ignited here. I mean, do you guys feel like it's turning into a race war?
No,
I
because they
think
hate
we're
me just as much.
You're on the wrong side.
Yeah.
I think part of it will just be quote unquote liberals versus quote unquote conservatives.
Hmm.
But I think this thing has deep, deep roots. A bunch of this is set deep in racial division. Because let's be clear, there are a lot of Black church folks who are side eyeing the folks who were going to be performing at his funeral. A lot of folks in the Christian music world.
Well, there are messages that came out Sunday, the sermons that came out, and, things coming from different church, like the Kojic church, like there were some flames behind their statement. So it's just one of those things. It's everybody's tense.
It has inflamed the nation. I saw several social media posts about people who got up and walked out of church. I saw several from people who said, "Hey, I'm looking for a new church." I saw two or three from people who said, "Hey, if you're looking for a new church, come try my church." And I'll be honest, I was considering a multicultural church led by a white pastor. This is a additional campus of this church near me. I traditionally enjoy this pastor, but
His statements kind of turned you off, didn't they?
I don't think he's made any statements, but I really feel like I know where he stands because I know his type. And so I haven't done it. And I really want to get back in a church and I'm looking for a specific type of church. And I was like, oh, I'll go here. And I haven't pulled the trigger on it because I don't think I could stomach it. I'd get sick to my stomach.
It's been a lot. Kudos to Pastor Jamal Bryant. There's another pastor, Pastor Howard John Wesley. On Sunday, it went viral. His take was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Jamal Bryant has been fighting in his comments, but he did it very, very well. But people were coming after him. And let me tell you, his wife was right there with it. She was like, okay, you got time. And I do too. So kudos to
Jamal
him.
is a real one.
Yeah.
He has always been cut from that social justice cloth.
Those were the two that stood out to me. But I don't know. This funeral will probably be telling. I did hear somewhere that the wife said she wanted it to be bigger than a Taylor Swift concert. Did you guys hear that?
I did not, but Lord Jesus help us.
Yeah. And so I don't know. I see you, LB, with the side head. Yeah. And I'm like, so what kind of performance are we having here? What's going on? What's happening? I will not be tuned in to see, so I won't be asking those questions.
I don't know. I got other things to do with my time than
Pick your fingernails.
baby, anything. I don't
Yeah.
have time to sit through that fume. I
I
don't.
did see that, and I was kind of like, bigger than a Taylor Swift concert, you say?
Interesting choice.
Huh?
No, thank
Theatrics.
you.
So, hopefully it's a peaceful service.
Yeah, I hope nothing happens. I hope people get in, get out safely. Do we think Candace Owens will be there?
Baby. Okay, so let's talk about that. Probably not, because
Really?
Candace Owens, I don't think she will. She has inflamed a lot of things over the past week.
Do we think her and the wife get along?
Definitely not.
Uh-uh.
But I
Oh, okay.
Candace
Well, then
had
she
too
probably
many
won't be.
pictures, and it made me side-eye some things. I had some thought. I'm not going to put them out here, but I think we all know what we're thinking. And she is very, very angry about what happened. And she feels like what we're being told in the truth.
Is not
Well,
the
that's
truth.
the best part is like, we're not the only ones who are questioning the validity of this text exchange, of what real, like who this Tyler Robinson actually is. Like, we're not the only ones. There are plenty on the right that are questioning it too. They either think it's Israel
Did you see their
or,
statement?
God, what'd they
And
say?
now who made a statement this
Bibby
morning?
made a statement.
Uh-huh. He
I did
did,
not
and
see
said
that
that he
this
did not
morning.
have anything to do with that.
Well,
So why are you making a statement? That's kind of questionable. It looks guilty. I heard Steve Bannon wasn't a fan of those text messages and said they didn't look authentic.
yeah, he said the
So
same thing. Because I'm
Really?
sorry, like seriously, what
yeah,
20 something is like, my love.
yeah.
Like, I don't even,
None that I'm aware of, and yeah, I don't talk to a partner, a romantic partner like that.
yeah,
Okay, so I do, and I don't say that.
right.
No.
No,
But,
when
and
I
then,
say like that, I mean my love. I don't.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I
like,
mean, we don't use that here.
no. But now I have heard multiple people say that they didn't think because he was using some like, kind of like almost like police talk, with like the cruiser or whatever, and that seemed odd. And I'm like, no, 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 no. If he was like a major gamer guy,
Mm-hmm.
like that I can kind of see some of the trying to sound like he's, but the my love and well,
Punctuation.
yeah, and my parents have been, hardcore MAGA since the inauguration. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no. And I think Grandma spilled the beans and said they're all like a MAGA family. And Grandma was with it last Friday. She was like,
yeah.
everybody's MAGA.
Now, I mean, there is evidence to suggest that he has moved in a different direction.
Okay.
However, there is a lot of evidence that suggests that he might possibly be a groiper, which would be really bad because that's Nick Fuentes.
And that is something
They're
that I did not
hardcore
want
Christian nationalists.
know about.
Yeah. They're
Yeah, I
worse
didn't know
than
anything
Charlie
about.
Kirk.
Yeah, I knew that because they
Yeah.
thought Charlie was not extreme enough.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. And there are a lot of them. So, yeah, it's very interesting. Seems,
That'll be-
I'm just going to go ahead and say it, white on white violence is really what it is. So, yeah, it's interesting.
Sadly, we're watching in real time as the right is getting only, a drip drop of the actual information.
Uh-huh.
I think there are a lot of layers to this, and I don't know if it'll come out. I think it will. I think it will because it's too much chatter. And Candace Owens is going to go down with this one. This may be the hill that she dies on.
Yeah.
Because every day they said it is something that she's saying. And I'm like, do I want to agree with Candace Owens? I really don't want to, but it is what it is, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
I mean, there
this
have
will
been a
be,
couple of times where, like, when Steve Bannon was like, I don't believe this. I was like, oh,
so for him
I
to
don't
say
believe it
that,
either.
yeah,
Now, granted, I think he did blame Mossad or Israel in general. I could be wrong on that, but
okay. It's just a lot of pieces that don't connect. So
yeah.
this will be a ever evolving story. I'm sure it'll be more things next week that we'll get to talk about that happened at the funeral. I don't know what the program will look like, Shannon. I mean,
Either we will have to wait and see. But in the meantime, there's still fallout from all of this.
mm-hmm.
Namely one Jimmy Kimmel.
So sad.
And so sad. And I think I'm joining everybody else. I'm canceling my Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN bundle. I
I
don't
think
need
I
it.
am too.
I
I
don't
do
need it.
need to get through this season of Reasonable Doubt that just dropped yesterday on the 18th. So that is my mission from tonight to Sunday. And I hope by Monday I'm done with it and I'm going to everything else. I'm joining and I'm going to probably should have sold my Disney stocks.
That too, because I think they're going to
Yeah.
continue to tank because the
Yeah.
price
Yeah.
fell. Because I have some as well, and was like, "Dick nabbit, it's gonna
Yeah.
take a hit, so I may have to hold on to it
Yeah.
because I'm gonna lose money."
So I'm going to weigh that. But, it is what it is. I think Jimmy will be just fine.
Oh, yeah. I'm
But
not
Yeah,
worried
he's
about
suing him
him.
for $1 billion, and his contract apparently had a clause in it that he could talk about whatever he wanted as long as it wasn't them 7
Oh,
words.
yeah,
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
as long as it wasn't the 7 words you're not allowed to say on TV, and I forget one other little thing, but the
Yeah.
clause was like he could talk about whatever, including political satire.
Jimmy
So,
said, run me my money, run it.
come on, baby, run it.
Run it and put it in my hand. So, I mean, I just hate it because I did watch Jimmy Kimmel. That was and I watched for the first probably 15, 20 minutes if I'm awake. I want to hear the opening. Always funny, but hopefully his staff, because they're impacted by this as well.
It's
I just,
horrible. Hopefully they're going to be okay.
I hope so. But this is a dangerous time that we're in.
Well, and what's wild is it's not like it's live, right? It's pre-recorded.
Mhm.
So there is some chatter out there that, ABC and Disney did not take issue with it.
Mhm.
Whether the people in charge actually agreed with it or not, whatever, it doesn't matter. But they did not feel that it violated anything, did anything wrong. But then, of course, Sinclair and Next, whatever it is, and
Next
then
Next
Star.
star.
Next Star, thank you. And then the FCC,
Ben, Mr. Ben.
yeah, all pipe in, threatening to not basically broadcast
Mhm.
the program. And not only that, but pull their broadcasting license.
But guess what? I found out. Now, if this is true, there was a lawyer on TikTok, and she's basically like an FCC kind of lawyer. Those are the kind of cases. She was like, let me hip y'all to something. Little known fact, the FCC doesn't have the right to take their license right now. Yeah, she said, and they're banking on you not knowing that. The only time the FCC can take a license from like a broadcast network is during the renewal period. They can decide then that it is not in the public interest. So licenses are for 8 years. And she said, get this though. She said also, as it relates to the merger, because that merger is
Yeah.
important, which is part of why they're coming down. They want to curry favor. And she went ahead and broke down like how they would control over 30% of the media across the country. And she said, it has to be shown that it is not in the public interest for this merger to go through. And there will be an open period for comments where the public can comment about it not being in the interest. And technically, the FCC basically has to kind of go along with public comment, because if the majority or plurality of the public comment says, hey, it's not in public interest that this much media is controlled by one company, they're not supposed to approve that merger. She said she's a
Well,
lawyer
I'll
dealing
be
with.
darned.
I'll have to go back because I think I liked her post. If I did, I can find it and send it to you guys. She dropped and I was like, well, isn't this interesting? Looky here. Looky, cookie. But
Well,
she
that
said,
is
yeah,
interesting.
FCC can't pull a license unless it's a renewal period, or they've done something with regard to the 7 words that you're not allowed to say, or like child
Mhm.
stuff that's bad for children. Bad for children. Otherwise, they have no right. They have to wait till the renewal period. They can't pull a
Well,
license.
That's good to know. Jimmy
but
must know that too. 1
This is,
billion.
I think what's the chair's name? Ben something. In his
Ben
name, Ben?
Carr.
Yeah, that's smoke and mirrors. That is smoke and mirrors. And people are focused on the FCC when it's really Sinclair.
Mhm.
It's Sinclair. This is about Sinclair and what they said they weren't going to do. And that particular family is very conservative, and they wish to impose their conservative values on folks.
well, yeah, because they also control Fox, CBS, like all of them.
Mhm.
They have a lot of affiliates. I think somebody said they have maybe over 200 affiliates across the country, maybe something like that. And that Sinclair frequently engages in, or allegedly frequently, they engage in must reads or must runs. So must reads are things that no matter what, all across their stations, the anchors must read something verbatim.
Okay.
Must runs are stories that they deem so important that maybe one station produced that must run across all of their stations.
Interesting.
So allegedly that's how they're running their business. So we're living in quite the time, quite the mess of censorship, wannabe censorship, and
Project 2025.
Yeah.
they want to wall up our news. I'm going to switch to this topic real quick, too. Speaking of walling up news and maybe not allowing us to see certain things, TikTok. Deal has been reached on the sale of TikTok. apparently American users will be moving over to a new app. And I read, but I heard, I'm sorry, let me say this. I heard, but I couldn't verify. The United States and Israel are going to own the new TikTok.
Oh, is that the case?
Great.
That's what I keep hearing, right?
Okay.
I'm not sure. So that, and I need to verify. But
That's
yeah,
troublesome.
oh, that's super troublesome. And we're being moved to a separate app. And nobody knows if this separate app, are we only going to get American content? Or are we somehow going to be able to get content from other countries so we can still see Black Scottish talk?
Okay, that's very interesting. So that's something we all need to look at.
Definitely. The only part I'm unsure about is ownership. So supposedly it's being led by Oracle, but I think the government's going to have a tiny stake in it. But
So that they
yeah,
can get all of our
data,
Well, it was nice
all of our
knowing we'll all be
data,
going down to El
control all the
Salvador.
things and all of it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see how this all shakes out. Will that change how you consume and create on that app?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Definitely. I mean, in general, I don't talk about a lot of controversial topics. So my content isn't usually flagged like that unless it's for weight loss. But it will definitely change how I consume content because, am I being shown the truth? Kind of what are you showing me? Can I believe it?
Well, I mean, we're barreling towards state-controlled media.
So, what platforms are you going to move to and be your primary? It's going to be YouTube?
Well, YouTube will end up being the primary with an
Mhm.
assist from Instagram, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Let's be clear, I'm not a huge fan of Meta either. But,
Here are
Probably
our
look at Blue Sky
options.
a little bit.
Okay. So, yeah,
I don't know.
those things are happening to be continued. Our leader took a trip across the pond. Yeah. The attire was very interesting. I got the best laugh about not even, cankles. Stephen Miller's vest was too little. Did y'all see that?
no, I
I
missed
missed
him
that.
being there.
The state dinner, and I think I've Had It was talking about it, and they said, look at his too little vest. Someone had to hate him. It is pulling. And he had tails on, just like
Poor Baltimore.
yeah, you need to look at that. It is interesting. And they were like, yeah, look, it's too little. It's too small. That was humorous. I don't know where Melania was going for that state dinner.
That dress was terrible. I did not like that dress at all.
And the belt,
And usually she's a fashion forward kind of.
she didn't do well because her
No.
hat earlier in the day was,
Not great.
It was
I
still
mean,
giving hamburger-ish.
Yeah,
uh-huh.
she really loves that ham. But I truly believe it's because of the distance so that he can't get under there to kiss her.
I saw she had to drag him along. It looked like he was having some challenges earlier in the day when she had on that big hat. And they didn't cover his hand for the state dinner.
No, they did.
They did. It
I
was
mean,
just
it's a
terrible.
poor job of
Oh,
covering.
yeah.
It
But
looked like
'cause I did
drywall
double check.
spackle.
Yeah, because when you see them on the internet, like the TikToks, the Insta, wherever, it's like, because I did zoom in on one that looked like they had maybe been in like Facetune and just trying to kind of like make it look funny, make his face look funny. But yeah,
To do
no.
anything for that.
Yeah. But like the times, like they're all posting and it is very evident. But I'm like, is
Drywall
he just
spackle.
trolling us at this point?
Absolutely not. He's ill. And you know what I think it is his makeup artist probably just said fuck it because he's probably being an asshole. And he probably said he can do it himself. Like that looks like a job for himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't put lotion on those deathly hands. And then so you've got drywall a spackle here. It's just a disaster. Melania may have done better with her outfit when she was at the library. She had on a brown, it looked like a leather suit. So it may have been okay. It's probably one of her better looks through this trip, but this off the shoulder number was completely inappropriate.
Well, and
and ugly.
it was giving like if Big Bird and a linebacker had a baby because like her shoulder, she's got
She's
broad
very broad.
shoulders.
Huh?
She's a stunning woman. Like, I mean, her hatred makes her, but like, if you are just looking at a picture of her, not knowing who she is, she's a very pretty woman, right? Like, well, but she's just got broad shoulders. I'm more or less trying to make the point that like you can have broad shoulders and still be pretty. I
You
have broad
can.
shoulders. I'm trying to make myself feel better here, okay?
What I saw looked like it was going to the club. She kind of looked like a lady of the night with that yellow dress on. It was not appropriate. There was top titty that was showing, pushed up. And if Michelle Obama had ever gone to a state dinner looking like that, we would have had some problems.
I just didn't like
So
the bright
I
yellow
didn't.
with the lilac.
And look, pull up pictures. You'll have to pull up pictures. There's a
Yeah.
little titty meat up here at the top. And I wasn't a fan. She did not look esteemed. Yeah.
Well,
So
I mean,
I'll just leave it at that
doesn't
with those
usually,
broad
but
shoulders. So the brown leather suit was better.
thank God for small favors.
I don't think
I
I saw
know.
that. I'll have to take a look.
I'll
I don't think
find
I
it
saw
and
that.
I'll send it over. It was better. But they gave him a warm reception coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the people didn't, but
Wait, that's what I'm talking about. Like, there were images shown on the castle of him and Jeffrey Epstein, and they were crisp. There
I
was
mean,
even, was that a blanket or that was out on the line? That
That was
was
just on the
huge.
wall. That was like
yeah.
some sort of like HD projector on the
That,
wall,
but they had
baby.
something on the grass too. They had
But they
rolled
pulled
out.
out like
Like a
some
banner
sort of
type thing.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And that was crisp. I was like, oh, look at this.
Listen, the Brits didn't come to play.
They
Yes.
hate him.
Thanks, friends. We
Yeah.
appreciate you.
And I did talk to some people over there, and they were like, they weren't happy about him coming. There were some
Yeah.
colorful words said. I was like, but they've been preparing for this since like June, July.
Well, they did a great job.
Posters. Yeah, posters in like bus stations of him and Jeffrey Epstein, him and his
But that's why
BFF.
they've kept him pretty much isolated at
Absolutely.
Windsor Castle
Because they
because
said they don't want him to see this. And you
Yeah,
know
well,
what?
you know, he claimed he was the first president to ever be invited to Windsor.
That's not true.
No, I know.
He's the first one to have 2 visits, I think, because he met with the queen and then he
Yeah.
had to meet with the king. And they
Yeah.
said that's kind of unprecedented. But
Well,
it just
yeah,
happened because
Elizabeth
she,
was
yeah,
queen for how many years? 50?
absolutely.
and baby, she met with
3.
her more than her fair share of presidents.
Yeah. So, yeah. But I saw them in the carriage together and yeah, it was interesting. It's an interesting look for both of them.
Yeah, not a great one.
Kind of a Suge Knight and Tupac picture. Carriage. Yeah. But, I mean, to each
Well,
its
maybe,
own. That's,
I mean, yeah, I would like to say that maybe he could just stay over there. But
they won't have it.
Baby,
it's
they're
not
gonna
fair
give
to
him
him.
the business if he tries to stay.
He won't.
I
though.
heard
He's
him
got to come back
reading
for
at the
his
state dinner.
testes. What?
I heard him reading at the state dinner. Did anybody see that? He reads
He
like he
can't
was in one
read.
class all day. And he said that the United States is now the hottest country
God, I'm getting
out
so
there.
tired of this. We're the used to be.
We were sick.
Oh yeah, and
And
now
now
we're the
we're the
coolest
hottest.
country, hottest.
Yeah. And I said,
All the
oh, and he's
things.
reading, and it's like he wanted to do this. Y'all remember the
Well, you
kids
know,
in
he
your
was reading
class?
from like a manuscript.
Again, do you remember being in school and it was people that you hated to be called on? Because they had to read, like, okay, you read 2 paragraphs, and it was
Oh,
always
for
Johnny
sure.
that was over
Yes.
there, and they didn't want to read, and they would be slumped down and saying stuff wrong. I was obviously the kid that was annoyed by the slow readers.
Oh, I'm sure.
Why does he have to read? It just took too much time. So he is Johnny. We have found Johnny, and he is the president of the United States. Representation matters, huh?
Oh, it absolutely does.
Yeah, enough about that.
But
'Cause we'll
you know,
be
well,
inundated with a funeral.
he didn't. Yeah, I mean, he didn't go to the memorial because he had better things to do, like golf and oversee his ballroom that apparently is being started,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
which is
we'll get
part of
to,
how Jimmy got in trouble.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. It'll be interesting to see.
Definitely. We'll be watching so that we
yeah.
We'll
can
watch
chat
clips. We're not
about it.
watching that in real time. You know, we can't
No,
stomach that.
no.
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 We'll
Yeah.
be
Prayers to
observing the
all
clips closely so that we can chat about it in
Yeah.
next
on
week's
next week.
episode.
Yeah.
Next
Absolutely.
week.
Absolutely.
So have we
Well,
had any
and
joy this week?
I mean, you definitely had some joy this morning.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. You've enjoyed yourself.
Cardi B, am I the drama? Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
10 out of
Absolutely.
10. 10 out of 10. I love it. She had 7 years worth of energy for the people that have talked about her. They have talked about her children. And let me tell you something, Barty let them have it. I was here for it.
Well, how's the track with Janet Jackson? Because I understand there's a track with Janet on the album.
She is sampling Janet. It is not a feature the way people thought.
What's she sampling?
Pleasure Principle, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a track with Lizzo.
Listen, Lizzo is in her hip hop bag right now.
I love it.
Between the mixtape she dropped this summer, yeah, she in her hip hop bag, so I'm not mad about it.
What is the first song? The first song on the CD came out really, really like, okay. And it was slow. It's with Summer Walker.
She got a bunch of people.
But yeah,
Okay.
she's got a lot of features. Selena Gomez,
Whoa.
Okay.
Cash Cobain, Tyler.
Alright.
She did her big one. And, she's expecting.
I know. I saw someone say, like, she finally, and I was like,
I was hoping it was just the drama.
no, I knew it.
But to each its own. I saw her on Jennifer Hudson earlier this week, and she was coming down the tunnel, the fun tunnel.
Mhm.
And you could tell something was going on here, but it's a lot back here too.
Yeah.
She looks so unproportioned and mismatched.
said,
and no.
So then she
what is
finally
happening
admitted,
here?
what is going on? Why is this happening? And the dress didn't help. Everything was moving.
When you said, and then I went back and was like looking at the clips of her trying to hawk her, and like, I'm a mother, single mother. I was like, yeah, she is. Because there were so many times where I was like, is she? Like over the
I
past
know.
couple weeks. But the minute she said, like, I'm a mother, I was like, she's not playing that mommy card for no, like, I was like, $10. There's another one on
She
the way.
has an endorsement deal with DoorDash. Have you seen this? Have y'all seen the commercial? Well, yeah.
No,
I saw
watch
it
TV.
yesterday. And she's like a driver. Of course, they have somebody on a motorcycle delivering, and she delivers this food to this girl's house. And she's like, "Well, girl, it's hot in here." Being Cardi. Like, it was funny. She said, "I'm a single mother of 4." So she finally said it. So they dropped it. It may have been actually after her announcement.
See,
but
that was
I
totally
like,
planned.
yeah. But I love it. I think that marketing was totally smart.
I am not, like, that is brilliant. That
And
is
think about it.
straight
People
brilliant.
were wondering, like, the pregnancy. Everybody's been wondering, like, okay, is she pregnant? Is she pregnant? So then she's out. Everybody's watching her every move. So then it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you can buy this CD for $10. $10.
$10.
And so then she's
Get my
doing all
coat
of
looks.
this. Yeah, she was twerking on a car last Saturday, I think. She had a little pop up, and I was like,
love.
girl, get down from there. I know her security was like, you are pregnant. Get your ass down from here. But yeah, she did a good job rolling this CD out. Kudos to Cardi. So this will
Hey,
be
girl,
in my
get it, get it.
rotation for a while.
Get your bag.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
Lord.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it yet because I've been
Okay, I need you
doing
to
all
listen.
kinds of other. I will tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I'm going to.
We got it.
When we get off of here.
of
Yeah.
course you are.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Well,
It's been
Yes.
another week.
Yeah.
Still intense.
Yeah.
this was the week that was.
I know.
Yeah.
And next week we get to do it all over again. And I'm just waiting to see, when are those Epstein files going to come out?
Yeah. Well, they say they're voting on it on what, the 23rd?
Was that the date?
I believe so. Which would
Third
be,
is Tuesday, right?
it is because Monday is first day of
Mhm.
fall.
And
But
the
first day of
23rd
fall.
is Kamala's book release,
I know.
107 days. So mine will be
Yay.
here Tuesday. I pre-ordered.
I love it.
So I'm excited about that. Those were the things I was looking forward to in September. I mean, my birthday, yes, I was excited about that. But we had Cardi and we had Kamala. So
All right.
And hopefully
Yeah.
we have Epstein files.
maybe next week we can talk about Kamala's book.
Oof.
That'll be good. That'll be interesting.
So
Yeah, because I've seen
excited.
some snippets. It's been some
Mhm.
fire about it. So maybe we can talk about that next week.
Yeah.
Because it seems like her
Alright.
first choice for running mate was Pete Buttigieg.
Buddha Judge.
Mm.
Can we pronounce his name right? Pete. Mayor Pete.
Yeah. So
We
I
love
thought
Mayor.
that was very interesting.
Mayor Pete forever.
So I'm excited to hear about the 107 days, like
I am too.
behind the scenes, what happened
Yeah.
for real. So,
Absolutely.
all right, friends.
Yeah.
Shannon needs a nap. So
do.
we need to.
It's a wrap, baby.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
hey, I didn't crash out today.
You didn't. We all maintained a level of decorum,
Yeah.
even me.
That we
Yeah.
did. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Except for turning your head to the side.
Turning my head is just avoiding because it could go bad.
yeah.
All right, friends. We will see you next week.
Stay tuned.
Yay.
Bye, friends.
Goodbye. You made it to the end of this episode of the A Collective.
Hit like, follow, comment, and share it with the group chat.
Otherwise, Stacey might come for you.
Yikes.
I know, so do it.
Thursdays are for chaos and new episodes of the A Collective.
Not the A-list. No.
Nope. I'm gonna get the name right this season.
Do anything, not, what's the word? Okay.
Not
But
pull their
Capitulate.
license, but
yeah, well, but not put out the.
Cannot think of his name. I was not prepared for that, but I think he is a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. Amazing word.
you don't remember the name.
Hold on, let me mark it.
Find it.
Let me.
Yay.
YouTube is about to be a fun space, isn't it?
Elvie's like, I'm just minding this right here. I'm gonna sit back I'm gonna sit back over here in
This
this
is
corner.
pure gold, isn't it? You are a lady of the church. Stop telling tales. What are we
No.
starting with?
Yeah, and that would be the question I asked last
You
week.
didn't ask. That's not what you asked. Stop
Yes,
telling
I
lies now.
did.
That's not what you asked now.
I said, hey,
Wow, you're either a super fan or crazy. Thanks for being part of the collective. See you next Thursday.